Hello there, it's Haley with the Armageddon Report, also known as what I actually put on the slide, which is the severe weather outlook. Today is May 29th, 2012, in case you can't read or can't look at a calendar for some reason. Here is the TLDR, or more so the TLDW. Too long didn't read, too long didn't watch. So here are the highlights for today. Tropical depression Beryl is over Georgia at the moment and moving slowly northeastward. Beryl is predicted to regain tropical storm status Wednesday when it moves out to the Atlantic, because that's when it will be fueled and such by the warm waters. In severe thunderstorm news, the greatest severe thunderstorm threat is for the northeastern states today, this afternoon and tonight, with widespread damaging winds forecast for New York, Pennsylvania, and Vermont. And then today, very large hail is possible for Kansas and Oklahoma. So here's my quick tangent. I am a famous procrastinator, so this will probably never happen. But I would like to put together a hurricane-specific site to gather up all the stuff that I like to look at for hurricane information. And I swear that every single hurricane-related domain name is already taken, so here's the best I could come up with. Cyclocane, which is of course a bastardization of the word cyclone and hurricane, or stormvortex, which is of course just a bunch of, rubbish words related to storms and stuff, because, low pressure, it's kind of like a vortex, like a hurricane. Or, and the none of the above is that if you'd like to comment and say if you prefer either of these names, or the third option, of course, is none of the above. So if you want to help me out with that and say, yeah, those names, they suck. That's what you could put. You can put that if you want. Anyway, so moving on to the stuff. Here's what's going on. Apparently in the Eastern Pacific, absolutely nothing is going on. No tropical cyclones at this time, no blobs of probability at all. And then at the Atlantic, here is tropical depression Beryl, still hanging out, dropping lots and lots of rain. In fact, we'll look and see if we can find that. But so, tropical depression Beryl, predicted to stay depression, while it's over land, because it's not going to get a whole lot of fuel. And then once it hits the Atlantic, it's still predicted to regain tropical storm status. So if you, it's graphical tropical weather outlook possibly. No, that's not the right thing. It's this, public advisory. You click on the most recent thing and then you can read about the hazards affecting land, such as wind, surf, and rainfall. So 5 to 10 inches with isolated maximum amounts of 15 inches in northern Florida and southeastern Georgia. So that's the thing that doesn't get a whole lot of news. It's all about like the wind threat and stuff, and you can also have tornadoes spinning off of the main hurricane, or tropical storm, or tropical depression in this case. But tropical depressions, stuff like that, tends to drop buckets and buckets of rain. And speaking of buckets and buckets of rain, I have no segue there. We have as high as a moderate risk, that's the 45% chance of severe winds today for New York, Pennsylvania, and far western Vermont. And then we've got a slight risk also Kansas, Missouri, Oklahoma, Arkansas, Texas. And then, no doubt, because of Beryl, Georgia and South Carolina, it looks like, over there. So, if you notice up here, here is the public weather outlook as issued by the Storm Prediction Center. So this is like one of the few things, frankly, that is written in a human-friendly thing. Mere mortal, I mean, it's all human, but if you look down here, you'll get to see, the D1 period. Who knows what any of that means, right? So you go over to here where they talk, in more understandable terms. There's something that's a public weather outlook, so if you're in the moderate risk area and would like some more information, you should read that. Let's see, what else we've got. Reports so far, storm reports. 1, Florida. Florida has the water spout that moved on shore and began dissipating on Hodges Island. That's the 1 tornado report. However, if this is, yes, it is the warnings tab. As of the time I refreshed this page, there's actually a tornado warning for Vermont and 1 for New York. And I think I forgot to open the watches page. So let's open that real quick. Yes, here are the watches in effect. So severe thunderstorm watch, tornado watch. So that's what's going on at the moment. So all of the stuff, where is the tab? It's all gone back over here. Hey, look, reset. There we go. So this stuff is not kicked off yet. So that's where I now rush on over to here, Well, this is the rapid refresh model. This is assuming things pan out the way that it says, this is what the radar will look like. So what you can see, we've got the slight risk here. So you can just watch and see. There we go. There we've got some storm initiation. Right. So, I don't know. And then it stops at some point. What is that? If only if it were easier. I have not yet figured out how to go to one. It just apparently disables it. If you click it, I have no idea what's going on. So maybe let's see, 2145 UTC, that'd be 21 minus 5. I hate doing math on the spot. That's what, 4? I think that's 16. 21 minus 5, is that 16? So, in the afternoon, or 4:45, we might start seeing storm initiation. It's 4:45 Central, I should say, out for this slight risk area. So you can play with that yourself at rapidrefresh.no.gov, but the site is kind of a mess, so good luck trying to find this. I don't know. So where are we now? Okay, let's go back here. No, there. See, I am completely all over the place. So again, here is today. So now we're finally going to move on over to here where we look at the specific wind threat, where you can see the highest risk is the New York area, mainly 45%, which means nearly a 1 in 2 chance that anybody in the purple area, or or someone within 25 miles of them, will see severe winds today. So that's pretty high. And then 5% going all over the country. And who knows what's going on with that? Hail. So again, for the moderate risk area, it's 30%. However, back here we've got two things going on. It's as high as 30%. And then we've got the black hatched area, which means that's where the significant hail, 2-inch or larger hail, is possible. So it's possible everywhere. I always have to rephrase that. 2-inch or larger hail is possible anywhere, but if it's going to fall anywhere, it's way more likely that it will occur in the black hatched area. Tornado chances, of which we have 3 separate areas with 5%. So New York, Vermont, New Hampshire, Massachusetts, all kinds of stuff going on up there. Kansas, Oklahoma, South Carolina, North Carolina, and parts of Georgia with the 5% today. So again, with the numbers, that would mean if you pick this point, that means there's a 5% chance at that point, or someone within 25 miles of them will see a tornado. And then tomorrow, finally, we move on to another moderate risk day, this time for Kansas and Oklahoma, and again with the significant probabilities. Now, as of when tomorrow rolls around, the Storm Prediction Center will break it down into what that means, but it's probably going to be significant hail. That's almost always what it's been, is very large hail. So, if you have a vehicle in this area, compared with today, it's going to be in a threat area. Tomorrow, you might as well just give it up, just declare the hail damage at loss or something, I don't know. Day after tomorrow, slight risk for a whole bunch of states down here. And just no significant areas there, so that's good, or at least as of now. That's day after tomorrow. Days 4 through 8, predictability too low. What does that mean? That means that in the medium range forecast or whatever, there is severe weather predicted, but the timing and or location, there's not enough agreement yet for the Storm Prediction Center to have actually put something on the map. So yeah, so this is today. New Yorkers, you should definitely pay attention today. Because I think it is pretty freaking rare for New York and the area to be in a moderate risk as it is. And then, of course, if you're in, there we go. If you're in any of these blobs of tornado probabilities, you should absolutely pay attention. And of course, if you are affected by Tropical Depression Beryl, you're probably already aware of it, so you don't need to pay attention with that, I guess. I don't know. So, WikiWix is WICKEDWX.com. National Hurricane Center is a good one. Storm Prediction Center, weather.gov, wherever you want to get your weather. And yeah, so answer my question or something. If any of these names don't sound retarded, cyclocane, storm vortex, or none of the above, that's probably taken though already, noneoftheabove.com. I bet it is. Anyway, enjoy, what is it? Is it Tuesday? Enjoy it!